Hey, hello my YouTube friends and subscribers. How are you doing? I'm currently at Kowloon somewhere, and I just wanted to show you during the Chinese holidays, New Year holidays, there's a miniature world of the old Hong Kong, and everything is really tiny, but as you can see at the background, it's pretty noisy. So I'm trying to get you the best possible view. Plus, my son's gonna take some close shots, so I'm just gonna integrate this in this video so you can see what's it like to revisit old Hong Kong miniature style. Okay, so come join me. Here are the old streets, and they're gonna show all the miniature in these little booths, and there's lots of people, as it's still a Chinese New Year holiday. Whole structure, miniature style. There's you see the guard post here. Probably people with guns, rifles, sniper rifles who are just waiting for you guys around the corner. That's a rear view of the building here, so I'll try to get a front view of it here. Here's the front view of the building, and it's pretty modernized. I think it's somewhere in Hong Kong. As I probably don't know where it is though. All miniature style. This is a historic building, and now I found the name. It's a Tai O Heritage Hotel. Isn't it awesome? Actually, I've never been there. Nice 2-bedroom hotel room here. 2 beds. Look at here, and there's a loading dock. Isn't that nice? Next to the trams and the old buildings. Well, here's actually those people getting all the cargo there. They call coolies. They are hard workers, laborers, and they do all the loading and unloading on the dock, as you would see there. That's the old Hong Kong. Look at it. That's pretty awesome. Good old neon signs. Well, this is like an incense dragon. Every year we see this in Hong Kong. Miniature city. There's a typical countryside in Hong Kong, Fanling probably. And look at that. And the little house that they live in. And can you see the lion dance celebrating with the firecrackers? And the train going to mainland China just next to their village. Oh, awesome ducks here. Well, this is the famous wishing tree. We make a wish and throw some type of red packet and stuff on it. But this original one's it's already not in use because the tree's getting too old. And you guys say hello to Obama here. He's making a wish. Review of the park here. Nice. Li Yun Mun is a little fishing village, and they still have it now, where you have seafood. So you can see the little village here. It's pretty awesome. But now the seafood place there, really expensive. I think it's the most costliest place to have seafood. So try to avoid it when you come to Hong Kong. And it's called Li Yun Mun. For seafood lovers, when you go to Li Yun Mun, it's all like this. So you pick all your seafoods and they'll cook it by the side of the table. And if you go to Li Yun Mun nowadays, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg for sure. All miniature. Nice. The classic squatters. And actually, believe it or not, they still have lots of them around Hong Kong. And that's how they live. Go fishing for fish. Very nice. Here's a resettlement estate here. Look at that. And it's not very nice to live in there, I guess. Look at that. So this is a very nice resettlement village. I think this is probably in the 60s. Very nice. And you can see the police and the Land Rover. And this is oh no, it wasn't a pre-war. These are like shelters they made on the hillside for housing. They just built their own little house. And that's how that building is. So the building is a pre-war, but they just built on top of it. And even now that you can still see some structures, but the government is cracking down because it's considered an illegal structure. See, this is the extended part, which is illegal, and the bottom part. Well, that's a pre-war building. It's like over 100 years probably. And that's a typical layout. There's a dining room and the kitchen area. Very nice. Well, this is a big bowl feast. Still happens in the modern days now. They still have that in the village and everywhere. So this is how it goes. And everybody, there's tons of food here and people just dig in. And it's a typical village home. Well, here's a closer view of the feast. Miniature style. And tangerine and here. Pretty awesome. Well, here's a miniature store. When 30-40 years ago, this was your good old convenience store. And they have lots of deliveries before. Pretty awesome. We sell dry foods, some eggs, pickles, garlic, vermicelli. Where's our vermicelli? Here it is. See the vermicelli. And that's it. Oh, there's a traditional grocery store. Well, here's a Hong Kong typical snack store. Actually, these still pretty popular nowadays. And you can see all these snacks, fish balls, and waffles, egglets, and a typical kitchen. Very nice. And here's the Chinese name for it. Here's the storefront. Nice. Oh, here's a Chiu Chow restaurant. And usually Chiu Chow restaurant have a lot of cold cuts, cold seafood, cold squid, duck, etc. Pretty nice store here. The side view of the restaurant. It's a Cantonese congee shop. Street hawker food. And there's all your stuff you can buy here. It's pretty nice. This little shack they make. A famous walled city. Little store. Dude here taking a wash. And here's the little mini store, mini mart. No 7-Eleven here, guys. And the old storage area right here. Here's a typical formal dinner, 100-course dinner. So you'll be eating non-stop for the whole evening for like 5 hours minimum. This is all the Asians' favorite. It's the gold store. Still very popular nowadays. So that's where you buy all your good solid gold pieces. And you usually buy them as gifts too for special occasions. That's a nice little store here. Well, here's the front of the facade. Opera. And these are classic Chinese opera. You see the band on the left hand side and the performers. And this is what's on for tonight. Miniature bamboo structures, still very common nowadays. Well, here's a typical store, 1-to-1 scale. That's what you go down the streets and get everything. Pretty cool. Well, this is a 1-to-1 scale. And it's a cuttlefish. And they used to sell them in front of the movie theater. Well, here's an idea how crowded and trying to get a good shot for you guys to see. It's pretty impossible task. Well, I hope you have enjoyed the miniature Hong Kong, the good old Hong Kong, and thank you for watching again. Let me tell you, today's a really hectic day. It's so many people roaming around during the Chinese holiday. It's pretty unbelievable. So relax, enjoy, like, and share, and I'll see you next time.